Greetings, this is Miles Thomas with Metal Turtle, and today we're going to be talking about this bad boy. Metallica have officially announced the release of the remastered edition of And Justice for All, their fourth studio album, and also the first studio album to be recorded without longtime bass player Cliff Burton. Cliff tragically passed away in a bus accident after the Master of Puppets album, as most of you may know, and was replaced as much as he could be by Jason Newsted on bass. Now, originally, according to engineer Steve Thompson, the album was mixed with a lot of bass. Jason's performance was incredible. What happened was the rest of the band came in and heard it and made their changes, and the end result actually shocked Mr. Thompson, who originally mixed it, because it had no bass. You can really not hear. In my car, actually, to test this, I put this CD in, turned the bass control up about to where it started to distort, and there's bass frequencies, but there really is no bass guitar at all. Now with the release of the remastered edition, people are asking if we're going to hear bass on the album, and the answer to that is no, and it will always be no, and this is why. They are remastering the album. They are not remixing the album, and in fact, it will never be remixed. On our website, metalturtlemedia.com, I wrote a blog that described in detail why this would be. To show you what I mean a little more visually, I'm going to remix and remaster this Lego truck. Most people simply don't understand the difference between remixing and remastering, and it's actually pretty simple. It's in the words. To remix something is to take all the parts and rearrange them in a different way so that the end product is similar but different. To remaster something is to essentially recreate the film over the product. It is the final touches, slight tweaks, just to bring out enough to make a difference, and usually to bring older recordings into the modern age. Here is what this truck looks like in its original standard edition. This is the way the instructions say it is to be built. When you see this truck finished, this is what you expect to see. Here is the remixed version of the truck. Obviously very different. I've taken parts and rearranged them entirely in order to get a different product. It still has the same key components, but they're in different places and leading to a different end result. Okay, now I've remastered the truck. Now take a look at these before and after pictures before I show you what I did. See if you can figure it out for yourself. It's essentially exactly the same. In fact, if you're not looking for any changes, you won't see them. These exhaust pipes here have been flipped upside down. See the difference? The doors have been opened slightly, just widening the appearance of the truck. And the horns on top have been rotated around backwards. Now, this is basically what remastering is. It's making very slight changes to the original product so that your end result is essentially the same, but just theoretically improved. So the reason we will never see this album remixed is because somewhere in a recording studio or a basement or an attic, who knows, there is a box with, according to Steve Thompson, potentially 50 million pieces of tape. Of course he's exaggerating, but you get the idea. Physical pieces of tape, all cut in the right places, mixed up in some box, potentially unlabeled. And in order to remix the album, those tape pieces would have to be found, put in the right order, and then remixed to create a new result. It's not going to happen. Why would a band like Metallica waste resources on that anyway when you know people are going to be buying the remastered And Justice for All off the shelves whether there's bass or not? Blackened, One, Dyer's Eve, there's a reason these are all favorites in the Metallica catalog. So maybe you're a bass player and it offends you that your kind is not represented on this album. Stop complaining. Use your time for something more useful. Learn an instrument maybe. In the meantime, like and subscribe to this channel. You can also follow Metal Turtle on Facebook and Instagram at Metal Turtle Media and on Twitter at _Metal Turtle. Check out the website as well, metalturtlemedia.com. That's where we do the podcast reviews, blogs, videos, you name it, it's happening there, keeping you up to date and in the know. And Justice for All, Remastered Edition comes out November 2nd. Check it out, and we will talk about it when that happens. See you later.